Hi, my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in this video you will learn how to use the Ordinary Retinol in squalane. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can also properly include it in your skincare routine. Now, retinol can help you to reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles as well as smoothen the skin and texture. And you're going to also use it in your evening skincare routine. And therefore, I also prepared a very simple and straightforward skincare routine. But I'm also going to share some optional steps which you could include depending also on your needs as well as what you want to use. And also sharing some additional tips to also make sure that you're properly including it in your skincare routine so that your skin has also the time to adjust, since retinol can also cause skin irritation when using it too quickly or too often and your skin hasn't really the time to fully adjust to it, or if you're using a strength that's a bit too high for your skin tolerance and you're not ready for this level yet. So therefore, going through those different stages is so important. Now, before I'm getting started with the routine, I also do want to remind you that please make sure to also do a proper patch test before using any retinol also on your face and neck area. And so I have a specific video about Ordinary Retinol on how you can do also a proper patch test in the top right corner for you. So make sure to also check this one out before you're going to use it on your face and neck area. And then once you're done with the patch test and everything went fine, you now can also start introducing it slowly into your skincare routine. Now, one step that's also really important, also especially in the evening before you're going to bed, and this is also starting off with step number 1, which is also washing your face with a suitable cleanser for your skin type as well as for your skin and needs. Make sure that it also feels good on the skin and that you're going to choose one that you also truly love and works the best for your skin needs. Now, using a cleanser as your first step can help you to properly wash your face, to remove any excess oil, dirt, leftovers of your makeup, leftovers of your sunscreen, to really make sure that you have a freshly washed and clean face before moving on to the rest of your evening skincare routine. This is also really important, especially in the evening before going to bed. Then, as your second step, this is optional and I'm just not going to include it because I want to keep the routine as simple as possible. But you could go ahead, if you have a toner at home that's very soothing, nourishing and hydrating for your skin, you could go ahead and as your second step also apply your toner that you have at home that you truly love. Make sure that it doesn't include any hydroxy acids like AHA or BHA. You have sometimes some toning solutions that still exfoliate the skin. Please make sure that when choosing a toner that it's also very soothing, calming and nourishing for the skin. Kind of like a light moisturizer. If you have one of those at home, you want to include it, go ahead. This is your second step after cleansing. Now, one step which I do not recommend using right away at the very beginning, or at least use it when not using the retinol in your skincare routine, is using as your third step an exfoliating acid, such as glycolic acid, you have BHA, which is salicylic acid, you have the ordinary lactic acid, or also, for example, mandelic acid. So if you want to include one of those exfoliating leave-on products, please make sure that you're not using it at the very beginning with the retinol together to avoid any skin irritation, to make it as comfortable as possible for the retinol to also adjust to your skin. Now, when not using the retinol, you can go ahead and use that evening also your leave-on exfoliant. You can, just do not use it together with the retinol. And I will get into those specific information as well. But this would be your third step. If you want to include a leave-on exfoliant, this is your third step. Now, your fourth step would also be using serums. This also would include your retinol serum. However, if you also want to use, especially with the Ordinary, more than one serum in your skincare routine, it is also important that you know the general rule of thumb, which goes like this. You're starting off with any water-based serums, then you're going to move on to any anhydrous solutions, then move on to any oil formulations, and then finish it off with any creams and suspensions. So if you have this general rule of thumb in mind, this can help you to also properly layer the different serums as well as creams. And it's basically like going from the thinnest texture to the thickest texture. So I have, for example, 2 water-based serums right here in front of me, which also would be hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. You can use them before applying the retinol as your 4th step. You can, you don't have to. This depends also on your preference and your skin needs. However, when being completely new to retinol, I recommend using, for example, hyaluronic acid and niacinamide in your morning routine, or if you want to use any other specific products that you can use in the morning, use those in the morning. But then in your evening skincare routine, keep it simple. Now, after the water-based serums, you now can also go ahead and apply the Ordinary Retinol in squalane. Now, the Ordinary has 3 different retinols. They have different strength, which is important to understand to avoid skin irritation. The one that I'm holding right here is the 0.2%. This is the lowest percentage that the Ordinary has of their retinols. But then they also have, for example, the 0.5% in squalane as well as the 1% in squalane. So those 2 are a little bit stronger. So if you're new to retinol, please make sure to start off with the lowest percentage possible, in this case the 0.2%. And you're going to keep the routine fairly simple. The way I recommend this is cleanse your face, apply your retinol, and then your moisturizer. And that's basically it. And if you want to use any of the other products, as I already mentioned, use them in the AM if you can. If they can also be used in during the day, use them in the AM, but keep the PM skincare routine as simple as possible. And since it is also in squalane, this is an anhydrous solution. So if you remember the general rule of thumb, this one would be applied after your water-based serums. And it's also important that if you also want to include your water-based serums, in case you want to, in your PM skincare routine, please do not use no more than 3 serums formulations in one routine, which would be 3 of those little bottles. Please do not use more than those 3 little bottles. Just in case you also want to include them, this is also important to know. Now, when it comes to retinol, I have already washed my face, so therefore I'm also ready for the application. For the application, it's also important that you're not using too much. It has a little bit of an oilier texture since it's basically in squalane. So the texture and the feeling of it is a little bit more like an oil, just so that you know it. And you're going to use a little bit of it, like not too much, don't overdo it, because it still should feel comfortable on the skin. And I recommend using between 1 to 3 drops for the entire face and neck area. If you should feel the need to use more, you can do so, but I recommend starting with less. See how this feels on the skin, and if you should feel the need of using a bit more, you can do so. Just don't overdo it. And also when using the retinol, please also avoid your eye area, as well as do not bring it too close towards the mouth area. Now, when also applying it, I'm going to stick with 2 drops. There are different application methods. First of all, I like to use it in the palm of my hand, then rub my hands together, and then start patting it onto the main areas, as well as my neck area. And then once I'm done with the patting application, I'm going to blend the rest into the skin. So, and once you're done with the application, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. And so with 2 drops, for me, this feels fine. If I'm going to use too much, it feels a little bit uncomfortable. So this is where you have to find the right balance for you, and also how much your skin can absorb and what feels comfortable on your skin. This is something that you have to keep in mind. Now, how should you also incorporate retinol into your skincare routine? Now, I recommend using it at first. First of all, start off with the lowest strength. Then start off with using it every other day, like let's say around 3 times per week to start off with, to really make sure that your skin has a time to also adjust to it. Use this for a while. See how your skin responds. If after using it 3 times per week, you can already see skin irritation such as redness, peeling or dryness, please reduce the amount of how often you're using it during the week. If everything should be fine, after using it 3 times per week, no skin irritation happens, you can feel that your skin has adjusted to your retinol product, then you can also start using it more often. Now this is something that you have to do over weeks. This won't happen from one day to the other day. This is really important. Please keep this in mind. You're going through stages. So that you're making sure that you're not going to experience skin irritation, because this can feel very uncomfortable. So therefore, start off with the lowest strength, slowly introduce it in your skincare routine. If you can see that your skin feels great with it, you can use it more often until you can also use it every night. If after you have also used it every night and you feel like, yeah, your skin has adjusted to it and you're now ready to move on to the next stage, then you could also go ahead and use the Ordinary Retinol 0.5% in squalane. And then again, start off with using it every other day, like 3 times per week. Make sure that your skin has adjusted to it before moving on to the 1%. So this is what I mean by going through stages. You have to start off with the lowest until your skin has adjusted to it. Some people can use after a while the 1% of retinol without a problem every night. But this may also take over years. Who knows? This depends on how your skin will respond to it. Other people may also never really get the tolerance to use 1% of it. So therefore you have to find the right balance and start off slowly. This is really important. Now after you're done with the application of your retinol, and depending also on your skin type, you feel the need that it feels a bit drying, or you also want to add a moisturizer on top, you can do so. Now there are also different methods on how you can do it. I'm now going to show you now this general rule of thumb method. So after the anhydrous solution, I'm going to then move on to my cream, which is also my moisturizer. So when using a moisturizer, use the one that you also personally prefer and use about a pea-size amount. And then gently also apply it all over your face and neck area. Now using a moisturizer is optional. You don't have to, depending on your skin needs. This is something that you have to find out for yourself over time. If you may also come across only dryness with the retinol, you may also want to include a moisturizer so that your skin can adjust to it. But when you're seeing the redness or peeling, please reduce the frequency of it. The dryness can happen because it's a new product that you're introducing into your skincare routine, which also can happen with retinol. So therefore, after a while, you may also want to add a moisturizer on top. But this depends on how your skin will respond to it. Then another method on how you can also do this is using the moisturizer before applying the retinol. Now this is also one thing that some also recommend doing, because the moisturizer, if you're using the moisturizer before applying the retinol, it also will slowly penetrate into the skin. So therefore, getting the likelihood of getting a skin irritation is being reduced, because it will need a little bit more time to also sink into the skin, so your skin can adjust to it a bit better. This is one option. However, I also reached out to the Ordinary to ask them how they also would recommend diluting the product or make it like a little bit more user-friendly if you're using it for the first time, or if you don't want to come across any skin irritation. And they basically also told me that you can also mix it with your moisturizer without a problem. So they do not recommend the technique where you're using the moisturizer before and then using the retinol on top. No, they recommend that you're going to mix it with the retinol. Either way, I'm also now going to show you how you can also dilute it with your moisturizer and make sure that you're finding the right technique that also works the best for you. So when also using the moisturizer, I use about a pea-size amount, and I like to use it in the palm of my hand. And then again, start off with the lowest strength if you're new to retinol. And I recommend using between, again, 1 to 3 drops. And since I use 2 drops, I'm going to stick with 2 drops to my mixture as well. And now that I have the retinol and the moisturizer in the palm of my hand, I'm going to start mixing both together. This way, you have the retinol mixed with your moisturizer, and it also can reduce the likelihood of getting skin irritation. This depends on your skin tolerance, like so. And once you're done with the mixture, you now can also go ahead, grab the mixture and apply it evenly all over your face and neck area. So this is also a different way on how you can dilute it. This is also what the Ordinary recommends on how you should use their retinols. So now that you also know how you can also slowly introduce it into your skincare routine, use it please do not use it daily right away, because this can cause skin irritation, which is definitely not comfortable. Start off with using it every other day, slowly introduce it in your skincare routine. Or you can also immediately also mix it with your moisturizer. This way you're going to dilute it and use it still every other day. Now, when not using the retinol, let's say you're going to use the retinol on Monday, and on Tuesday you're going to leave it out. You're giving your skin a break. This is where you technically also could go ahead and instead of using the retinol, also include, for example, a leave-on exfoliant into your skin, onto your skin, such as also the ordinary glycolic acid or lactic acid, mandelic acid or salicylic acid. So this is where you could balance between the different days. So Monday you want to use the retinol, on Tuesday you want to include your leave-on exfoliant, on Wednesday again the retinol, etc. And also, when not using the retinol but you want to include your exfoliant, this is also where you could also go ahead and, for example, use one of the other water-based serums, which you do not usually use when using retinol. So this way you're having also two different PM skincare routines, which can be very beneficial if you want to target more than one concern, but still also want to reduce the likelihood of getting a skin irritation. So this is also one tip that I want to share with you. And there's one more important thing, and this is also with all the ordinary retinols and retinoids. Please do not forget them. Please do not forget to put them also into the fridge. After you received it, you've used it for the first time, it's open, don't forget to put them in the fridge. So those are the only products that have to be put into the fridge from the Ordinary line so far. So please keep this in mind, don't forget about it. And so this is basically also how you can use it. Please also make sure that the retinol can also cause your skin to react to the sun a little bit more sensitive. So therefore, if you're moving on the next day to your AM skincare routine, don't forget your sunscreen as your last step. This is really important. You don't need it in the PM, only in the AM. And this is also how you can simplify your skincare routine when slowly introducing the retinol. The more your skin is getting used to the retinol, the more you can also add to your routine if you prefer to. However, the simpler you're going to keep it, the likelihood to get a skin irritation, also maybe a reaction to another product as well, is also less, reduced, because you are going to use cleanser, retinol, moisturizer. That's basically it. Also, the only concern or conflict that the retinol has is please do not use it with any of the other retinol or retinoids products. This is really important, so please keep them separate or just use one retinol, and that's the one that you're going to stick to. Do not use more than one in your routine. Otherwise, this can also cause skin irritation. So this is also what I wanted to share with you. I also do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did so, please also don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. And yeah, I will see you soon in the next one, and happy skincaring. Bye!